Well, in the last kitchen segment, we were talking all about the dips. Now it's talking all about the sips, because we are also talking about Louisville's legendary sandwich, turning it into the ultimate party bite with the hot brown sliders. And then we are finishing off with something sweet in the winner's circle, a Derby pie shot. So I am obsessed with all of this. This is a great way to kind of serve up a Louisville classic.
You know, people might not like me saying this, but I've never been a huge fan of the hot brown.
Okay, immediately out.
You know, and last year for you guys, I turned it into a dip.
Yes.
You know, I was like, I can find a way to make this taste good.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do another spin on it, and I came up with these sliders, and they do not miss.
Okay,
They
great.
are delicious. So we're gonna start with a pack of Hawaiian rolls. And you're just gonna slice those lengthwise and put the bottom in your pan.
Yep.
I've went ahead and started some of these, you know, TV time.
Yep.
So we're gonna take turkey. You can use deli turkey, you can use a turkey breast. I love turkey tenderloins.
Ooh, okay.
I sear those and slice them, and then we're just gonna put a slice of turkey onto each one of our little rolls. Then,
This one's a little small, I'm gonna add it.
what makes
little bit
a hot brown is the Mornay sauce. A Mornay sauce, you start with a roux of flour and butter, you add in your milk and cream, and then some Gruyere cheese, some Parmesan. Now, I've got some of that here. Oh, and don't forget the nutmeg. Don't forget the nutmeg.
Okay.
But, you know, it is Derby. We don't want to be in the kitchen all day. If you do not want to make, you know, my homemade Mornay sauce,
Yeah.
you can also buy a can or a jar of Alfredo.
Okay.
Add your nutmeg and a little bit of Parmesan to that, and you're not going to be able to tell a huge difference. Not in these sliders.
Yeah.
So we're just going to put a scoop of our Mornay right on top. Then we would normally add tomatoes next. Elle is allergic to tomatoes,
Yes,
so we're
so
leaving them
allergic.
off this side. If you want to take, we're going to take a big, thick piece of bacon,
Okay.
sit right on top of the Mornay.
Is there a certain type of bacon that you like to use?
Kentucky Legends bacon is good.
Yeah.
When possible, I like to get it, you know, from butcher shops and local farmers.
Yeah.
There's some from back home in Brett County, you know, some farmers there, like the Tate Tattle Company. I like to get
Okay.
their pork from.
Yeah.
So here's where our Parmesan comes in. We're gonna sprinkle it with some Parmesan, and then we're gonna top it with another slice of turkey.
Okay.
And your favorite kind of cheese. I'm using Munster here because it's super creamy. You can use sharp cheddar. You could use some more Gruyere or Swiss. Then we're going to take our top buns, throw those on. Let's set this to the side for a second.
Yep.
We have 1 stick of melted butter here. And to that, we're gonna add some of our garlic seasoning, black pepper, a little bit of Dijon mustard.
Love Dijon mustard.
This video will be up tomorrow, so you'll be able to see the exact measurements here.
Okay.
We've got a couple teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce, and we're gonna add some parsley in here, and you can just give that a good stir.
Okay. And this is what's going right on top, right?
Yes. Also, you want to take your hands and actually mash this down a little bit
So we get that
first.
cheese melted down.
Yes, and then you're going to pour that right over top of
The whole
it.
thing?
The whole thing.
Okay.
The whole thing. You would think it would be soggy. It will not. It's going to crisp up in the oven. It's going to absorb all that flavor.
Delish. Probably should have mixed up the Dijon mustard a little bit more, but that's okay.
That's okay. Just throw it right on top. It'll melt. And then I like to top with quite a few sesame seeds. It makes it look beautiful. It gives it just a little bit of texture on top. Then we're going to cover this in foil. You throw it in a 350-degree oven for 20 minutes.
Okay.
Take the foil off, leave it in for 5 more, and you have delicious hot brown
Beautifully
sliders.
browned on top there.
Yes.
Oh my
and of
gosh, all
course,
that cheese.
I baked these before I left, but they're cheesy, they're gooey, they're delicious. You know, the buns are still soft, but they're crisp on the top.
Oh my gosh,
they
yum.
don't get soggy at all. You know, there's a great cheese pull when you bite in there.
Oh, for sure.
But it takes, you know, the classic hot brown and turns it into a finger food, you know, a party food.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to really eat open-faced cheese and turkey sandwiches, you know, at a Derby party.
And of course, we have to end it with something extremely sweet.
This one I'm really excited about. You know, the classic Kentucky Derby dessert is the Derby pie. And for those of you who don't know what that is, think Southern pecan pie with a heaping helping of milk chocolate.
There you go.
So we are going to start with your favorite Kentucky bourbon. We are using Elijah Craig Small Batch today. And we're gonna add in about 2 ounces or more if you like.
Probably more.
And we're gonna put this into a food processor or blender. Then we're gonna add about an ounce of Bailey's Irish cream. This is gonna make it creamy, decadent, and give it a slight hint of that chocolatey flavor.
Right.
Then, of course, we have to bring the pecan pie flavor in. So put in about 4 or 5 of these.
I'm gonna have you do that. Again,
Nut
allergy.
So we're gonna put in about 5 candy pecans, and then we also have half of a chocolate turtle candy chopped up.
Ooh.
This has the pecans in it, the caramel, and then it also brings that chocolate element in.
Yeah.
Then we're actually gonna pulse this a couple of times.
Okay. Just kind of break up all those candies.
Yes. We want to infuse all of that flavor in, and actually if you let this sit for about 10 minutes before you keep going, it's even better.
Ooh.
Now, this tastes delicious as it is, but it obviously has, you know, grainy bits of pecan in it.
Yeah.
So for a drink, you're gonna wanna put it through a fine mesh strainer, and I'm putting it directly into a cocktail glass that has ice in it. You wanna chill it, and then you also want some of that ice to kind of slightly thin it out just a bit.
Kind of dilute that bourbon a little bit as well.
Just a little bit, yes. You know, not too much.
Yeah.
But, so we're gonna put that in there. This will make a bigger shot, but you know, for sake of time. Give that a good shake.
And then you could probably get really fun with all the garnishes too.
Yes,
You can really do it up.
Yes, you can do all kinds of things. You can take some store-bought pie crust, cut it into strips or little twirls, bake it, and have like a little pie piece in there. I have my brown sugar candy bacon.
There you go.
Bacon goes great with bourbon, and it looks beautiful on there.
Yes.
Now the reason, even though this is a shot, we're not serving this as in a shot glass. It is very strong. It's very decadent. Probably not something, you know, you might want to shoot it. That's fine. You know, if you miss, you know, the rattlesnake days.
Yeah.
But you serve it just, you know, like in a little bourbon glass, and it's just a little good drink to sip on.
There you go, Brandy. I saw that you posted this recipe yesterday, but all of these are going to be over on your Instagram. Is that right?
Yes, yes. The first 2 segments, the Benedictine, the jalapeno dip is already up. Hot Bran will be up tomorrow, and the rest of this shot will be up today right after the show.
All right, amazing, Brandy. Thank you so much, and happy Derby.
Yes, happy Derby.
12 days away. Can you guys believe it? Because I can't. I can't believe it.
Hopefully these recipes will make, you know, some people's Derby prep a little bit easier. These can be made ahead too. Meant to tell you that. Make these ahead. Just don't put the butter on until you're about to bake them.
There we go. Just like that. All right. So you can follow Brandy over on her Instagram at chef.brandy.